Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing? Let me know, mic check, that you can hear me. It looks like it's frozen on my end. So let me check the broadcast. A little bit of a delay. Hang tight. All right, mic check 1 2 1 2. Let me know if it is working. Had a little bit of a snafu there. Technical difficulties. Let's see if we are on. I'm gonna try this again. All right, mic check 1 2 1 2. Let me know if it is working. Try this again. Here we go. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Technical difficulties on film. That is why we are discussing film. It's a little bit of a delay. All right. So hello, hello, hello. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Let's see. I may have to restart this one. It's really delayed. All right. I'm going to restart. Give me 1 second. Hello, hello, hello. I think we're live now, having some technical difficulties. Going to restart this. All right. So this is an example of doing videos. What are you going to do when you get technical difficulties? You're going to keep going. Give me a second. I'm just going to check here to make sure we are live. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit of a delay. So this platform really has to get to know you and learn you. So let me start over. Give me a second. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, we are going to start this over. Hello, 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 and welcome to today's presentation. I am Dr. Melva, your board-certified radiation oncologist, wife, and mom of 3, and I help women monetize their purpose through digital marketing, including affiliate marketing, real estate investing, and wealth creation. So welcome, 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 whether you're joining me on one of the platforms or in my group, M360 Entrepreneurs. If you're not a part of the M360 Entrepreneurs with Dr. Melva, the link is scrolling across the bottom. It's drmelva.com/group. If you're watching the replay and you've made it 9 minutes in without deleting it, bravo to you. Hopefully you fast forwarded. Had some technical difficulties, still learning the platforms, and this can happen. But one of the messages I want you to know is that you have to work with the tech, right? You got to respect the tech. If you have a problem, you just keep going. You don't quit as long as you can technically work on that. So today I want to discuss how to use video. So because it went down, I have to open back up my presentation. So just bear with me here as I open up my presentation. And I want to share with you all about video. And this is really the beginner's guide on how to start monetizing with video. So let's see if we can get this to work to share my screen. Let's go here. All right. Second. I want to share my screen. Okay. So let's see what you can see. All right. So you can share my screen. So I'm using Canva. And if you haven't used Canva for your presentations, there's a coupon code there, drmelva.com/Canva, where you can use that. Let me change the setting real quick. Okay, there we go. Kind of on this side. So I'm using Canva, but you can't really see that. So let me make it a little bit bigger. So I'm using StreamYard, and we'll talk about that for ways. Oh, that's too big. For different screen views, here you go, behind the scenes. So let me change this really quickly. Move this over here. Let's see if we can do present. All right, back to StreamYard. Okay, all right, so let's hide that and go to the comments. Hello, 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 welcome. Let me know where you are joining from so I can see the comments if they come up. All right, so let's review. How do I do it? How to start monetizing with video, the beginner's guide. Okay, so I want to cover a couple things because I get asked a lot on how do you do video? How can you use video in your entrepreneurial business? I wish they had an option where I can make this a little bit larger. Maybe they do. Oh, there we go. Okay. So how you can use video and start monetizing with video. So to monetize with video, you have to have some basic pieces in order. So let's see how I'm going to do this. All right. So first, let's start with what is video content. So video content is any content format that features or includes video. So that could be a vlog, animated GIF, a live video like what I'm doing now. I'm live streaming, customer testimonials that are shot with a video, recorded presentations, so you make a video on your own, or webinars. And again, those can be live or recorded. And people like video because it's easy to digest, it's entertaining, it's engaging, and it's convenient if you do it right, okay? All right, so what makes your video content outstanding? Like, what is it about your video that's going to separate from someone else's video, right? So, an outstanding video is enjoyed and liked by its audience. It can bring your story to life. If you're new to the online marketing space or digital marketing, you want to share your story. And a lot of you, one, you have to figure out what your story is. And once you do that, you want to bring it to life. And video is a colorful way to do that. And you also gather interest as people scroll through the feed. So if you have a dynamic video that stands out and it catches people's attention, you're going to attract people to you because they love how it looks, right? So let me ask you, are you new to creating video content? So in the comments below, if you just share with me where you are in the video creation world. Do you create a lot of video now? Do you have your home studio set up? Or are you just a beginner where maybe you've done a couple like selfies, but you never really, you don't have a studio, you're not familiar with what we're using here, StreamYard. Kind of let me know where you are with that, where you are in creating video content. And I will respond to those comments, somewhat of a delay here. So let me know as we go on. All right, so this is a testimonial from one of the ladies in M360, and she says, I would love to learn about real estate. I'm currently still in real estate school. Also, I'm in the wedding industry. I plan, coordinate, and decorate for weddings and events. So I need help on content, video, and etc. So maybe you can relate to this. It doesn't really matter which industry you're in or what you're doing for your marketing. Video is critical to that. So another testimonial, currently I'm not using video, but will definitely start soon. What app, video tool are you using for your changeable backgrounds? And we'll discuss that. This is StreamYard that I'm using right now. Also, will any green screen work, i.e. green sheet, green cardboard, green curtain, and thanks for your assistance. So these are questions that a lot of beginner entrepreneurs have, and maybe you can relate to using video and how to set it up. So I wanted to discuss some of these things today. All right, so can you relate to these hardworking women? Are you an entrepreneur and you are ready to get in video, or you've seen other people's videos, or you've seen their fancy overlays, or how they schedule a video, or the nice virtual backgrounds in the end, and you're thinking, hey, if I had video in my business, it could be a huge game changer. So if that's you, then I want you to keep watching, all right? So let's go back. It's kind of weird navigating here. So all right, so do you want to create your own video content, but you don't know how to start? Some of the reasons that stop you from creating your first video content is that you could be stuck in the planning phase, or you don't know what app and tools to use. Does that sound cool? Sound right? Can anybody agree with that? You need to have a plan. So first, you need to answer these few questions. Do you know your target audience? Who are you making the video for? Like, what is the purpose of your video? Where do you want to have your video posted or shared? Will this be on a Facebook platform? Are you going to be on Instagram? Is this for YouTube? Is this LinkedIn? Where is your audience that you're targeting, and where will you use your video once you've created your video? And then 3, how does this fit into your overall marketing plan? So everybody uses video differently. Some people use video as a lead magnet, lead creation, because they are giving value in their videos, and people learn to know, like, and trust them. And that's what our goal is. Overall marketing, if you're brand new, it's the know, like, and trust factor. So you want to give value to your audience, and video is a way to do that. Or will video be used in your marketing plan as far as the content that you deliver as, let's say, a paid tool? Will you create courses where you have to have excellent video that you can use video there? Will videos be used? Will you have promotional videos? And those are typically the ones, if you look on my personal Facebook page, Melva Pin Bingham, I use a lot of promotional videos when I'm getting my content and messaging out there, because it stops the scroll. It catches people's attention, and it's very helpful. So that's part of my marketing plan, is that I want you to, I want you to like stop the scroll and say, oh my gosh, this is a great video. Look how outstanding this is. And then read the content, and hopefully if you like it, keep reading it, right? So you want to think about those things in your plan when you're thinking about creating video content. So let's see if we're still live. Okay. I have to switch screens. It's kind of weird. All right. So what do you want your audience to do after they watch your video? So pretty much every video that you do or any piece of content, when we're talking about digital marketing and online marketing, you want to have a call to action, which is, okay, after you watch this video, I'm going to have an ask for you. I'm going to ask you to, sign up for my list, take my course, join my group, download my, free piece of information, lead magnet. You need to focus on that before you start your video so that you know what action you want your audience to take, right? So that's very important. And then, can you create this video inside of your house? Okay, so like I am in my office right now, and I have my green screen behind me, so you see the virtual background. And this is inside my house. So right now I'm using a lot of natural lighting, and I have, I think, 2 lights on. I thought I turned the third one on, but I don't see it on. So I'm doing this in my house. But there's some videos that you may need to be on location, like, for example, outside. So sometimes on my lunch break, if I have to make a quick promo video for something, I'll hop outside, and my background are like the green trees. You may have seen those before. You may see that upcoming some of my funnels. So you want to ask yourself, is this a video that you want to create inside your house, or do you need to be on location out somewhere else? And that'll kind of depend on your equipment you use. So then your next part of your plan is, how long will it take to create the video? Okay, is it a quick 30-second video for promotion? Is it a webinar format more so that's 20 or 30 minutes, so that you can plan accordingly? Think about your lighting. You want to think about your, if you need extension cords, like for example, do I have any here? Yes, I'm at 76% battery, so I think I'm good. But these are the kind of things you want to think about as you go on your plan. So some different apps that I recommend for creating video content. So there's no name here because I was going back and forth between which app to really recommend, because I've used quite a few. But essentially, you want, if you're doing YouTube style videos, or if you're a beginner and you're just like freaking nervous, right? Or like you're an introvert and you don't really like doing videos, or you're an extrovert but you're like a perfectionist and you want to make sure you get it right, you may want to consider a teleprompter app. So if you haven't already seen, I have launched, I've relaunched actually my YouTube channel on drmelva.com/Dr. Melva TV. So if you haven't liked and subscribed, please like and subscribe. And this growing a YouTube channel is based on keyword research. And it's really important that you're using certain keywords and your content is researched before you make the video. So it's a script. You typically want to follow some type of pattern and script. So for those types of videos, I recommend that you find a teleprompter app, because it makes it easy to create videos for social media or content marketing for those reasons that I mentioned. So if you're nervous, you're new to video, you don't want to so for example, if you can go off on a tangent on something you're super passionate about, but then you completely forget to give the content that you promised you delivered, that's like a fail, right? So instead of having that fail, you may want to start some of your videos with a script. Now, there's some videos where you absolutely don't want to do a script. Like if it's supposed to be raw and emotional and you can kind of get the gist of what you're doing, you may not want to use a teleprompter app. But I would suggest that you search for teleprompter apps, because it makes it easy to create videos for social media or content marketing, especially YouTube, when you're following a format. And with the teleprompter app, it can help you remember your lines while you're recording the video, and a video composition tool that mixes up the presentation with visuals. So the one that I use can do both of those things. So the other thing with the teleprompter app is that, so like right now when you're doing video, you should be looking at the camera. So I am on my computer and I'm looking at the camera. There's a delay, so you may not see it until a few seconds later, but I'm making eye contact with the camera. Sometimes when you're reading a script and you have it, let's say, on the side, or you're looking down, or it can be very difficult. But with the teleprompter app, and a lot of these, I use one on my mobile phone, you can actually look at the scroll time for the words, and you're looking straight at the camera. So the words are at the camera. So it's much more natural. I mean, you still want to practice it if you're new, but it's a great tool to help. So I won't expand on that too much more. Let me know what questions you have in the comments. So StreamYard, I wanted to talk about StreamYard. It is a live streaming studio in your browser, and that's what I'm actually using now. Had some snafus in the beginning. But you can interview guests, you can share your screen. So I'm sharing my screen, and they have different options here. So this is the full screen. This is what I'm using now, where you see me on the side. This is a smaller view where you see a larger me and a smaller presentation there. This is a format that you can't tell a difference when I click because I would bring someone else on to see that. So StreamYard allows you to do a lot of different functionalities. If you don't have StreamYard yet, to get a coupon, you can use my link. It is an affiliate link, drmelva.com/StreamYard. If you get value from this presentation, I appreciate it if you use it. And you can stream directly to so many platforms. So like right now, I'm streaming to my personal Facebook page, my business Facebook page, my M360 Entrepreneurs group, Profit Lounge with Dr. Melva, and my YouTube channel. So you could just be like everywhere. And I think they have a limit or 10 or 11 spots that you can go to and some other platforms. And they're constantly updating. So this is a great tool to use. If you were on here the first 8 minutes, they do have some snafus, which all technical things do. And then it takes a while to learn you. So there's a bit of a delay between what I'm saying and what I'm seeing actually showing on Facebook. So that is a good tool. So let's talk a little bit more. So Final Cut Pro, this is something that you can use if you have Apple for professional video editing for Mac users. And it basically has really powerful tools that can help you to make stunning videos like filters, motion graphics, special effects, and more. I don't actually personally use Final Cut Pro, but my team, because I work with the outsourced team and I have a graphics designer on my team that does our video editing, and he uses Final Cut Pro. And when we work with clients and we're putting your videos together, he would use those for you. But it's out there. So maybe you're a professional and you already have Final Cut Pro and you're looking for something to take your videos to the next step. That is it. So before I go to the equipment, so what I actually do use, I'm flipping between sides here. So what I actually do use for video editing, there's a lot of free video editing that you can use. For the longest time, I used ScreenFlow on my Mac. It's a paid program. I stopped using that as much because it was a few things. It crashed a lot. It would take a lot of energy, and I still have a membership for ScreenFlow, and I would still recommend using it if you have it. But I also realized that I needed a sharing tool, so that I recommend outsourcing for busy women. And when you outsource, you want something that is cloud-based. So I actually use WeVideo. You can look it up. It's wevideo.com. And it's a very user-friendly kind of beginner interface, but it has a lot of the filters, transitions. You can add music. You can separate video clips. Sometimes it can be a little slow depending on your internet speed. Thanks for joining. Your internet speed. But that's what I use personally. But Final Cut Pro is one that you can look into. So, all right, so equipment to use for video content. So let's talk about lighting. So lighting is one of the most critical aspects of creating a video because it allows you to set the mood for the video. I've used ring lights, and I also have, I wish there was a way I could show you. I have Newer, Neewer, I think that's the name of it. Yeah, Neewer. I have two of those right here in a ring light. Sometimes when you have glasses, the ring lights, like you can see, sometimes you'll see the rings in my eyeglasses, which makes it a little crazy. But you want to have lighting. So today, actually, I have natural light because the window is somewhat beside and in front of me. You can't see my arm. Beside and in front of me. But you want to make sure that your background, so I have a green screen on, which I can show you. Give me 1 second. Okay, so this is my background that you can see now. So I have a green sheet up, and it's lit very well. And then if you're using StreamYard, you actually can get high definition pictures to upload, so you have a professional background, right? So I could go with the brick wall. Now, see, on the brick wall, because I have the same color as the brick wall in my shirt, it's not really a good background to have. Piano background. This is the kitchen background. This is the background I'm using. And then they have options where you can change the fade. So like that's no fade, I'm gone, and then I'm coming back. and you see then you get blurry. So it kind of shows that. So there are different things you can do. Let's get it back to where I don't think that's perfect, but the lighting makes a difference. So if I were to cut the lights off, you wouldn't see me as crisp. Let me just look here. So with the lighting, and it's actually going in and out a little bit, but you wouldn't be able to see me as clearly here without the light. So light, you want it to be in front of you. You want it to be evenly displayed here. So sometimes if you get a shadow, behind you, the biggest problem with the lighting is that your chair or wherever you're sitting or standing, you're too close to your green screen. Like the light's going in and out now because I have natural light as part of the demonstration. So give me 1 second. The family's about to come in. So if you hear a whole bunch of noise really quickly, that's because the kids and the hubby are back. So for lighting, you want to make sure you have enough lighting. You want it evenly distributed. Otherwise, you'll get a shadow. Okay. So lighting is very important. And let me say one other thing about lighting while we're here. It doesn't have to be super expensive. Start with what you have. Absolutely start with what you have. Like when I first started with lighting, I got like a $6 ring light. Maybe it was even less that I just popped onto my phone, because if you're using your phone versus the computer, just get something that makes sense. Okay. So you can do great lighting without like breaking the bank. Okay. All right. Sorry, this is going a little bit longer than I anticipated, but all right, a tripod, okay? So a tripod provides stability and it helps you to avoid from shaking arms and legs while you're filming. So like if I were holding my laptop or I was like holding my phone, which you can do, which I totally do, thanks for joining, which I totally do, but you want a tripod. Let me see if I have mine. Now, I've had several different tripods. I actually just ordered this one because my kids did whatever, I don't know. Usually this is like a full length one, but it's very cheap. Like, do you hear it? Like, I don't know if you can hear it, but it's very cheap. But the reason I got it is that it can, a tripod, you can move things down, and I needed something to hold my phone at eye level, because if you're using a teleprompter app, you want to put your tripod where your phone or your filming device is right at eye level, okay? But these are something you kind of want to look and get recommendations. I can recommend other ones. I wouldn't recommend this one because it's kind of flimsy. Like, you can hear it. This is a Fujitech, but do you hear that? It's kind of cheap. And I have more solid ones, but if you don't have a tripod, keep it simple and start with, you can keep it simple and start with, like, I can't really show you this, but I think I've shared pictures. I know in M360 I've shared, but like a stack of books, and get the computer or whatever you're filming on at eye level. Like, just don't overthink it when you're getting started with video. Just make sure you get the right height and figure out what you need. Okay. And here come the kids. So let's see how many slides we have left. All right. So video is a powerful marketing tool. Okay. 87% of marketing professionals use video as a marketing tool. So if you are not using video in your business because you are stuck, or you don't know how, just start. So we've already talked about some key things: planning your video content, tools to use such as StreamYard, a teleprompter app if you are just nervous or you need a script, the lighting. You can start with natural sunlight, daylight. If not, we talked about the lights, the green screen. As far as the green screen, to answer the question from the lady in the testimonial earlier, So again, I have, let me just green screen. So I am using a green, I actually have a green, like, I don't know if you can see it. I hate to like move the camera because it's been kind of funny today, but I have a green sheet that's hung up, and I have like the 2 stands on it, but you don't have to start that way. You literally could I've seen people like paint a green wall. There's some apps that will do a green screen for you as long as your lighting is right. You can like Google those or look those up. Or if you just have a green sheet that's dark enough, depending on the apps you work with, it can work with you. It doesn't have to be perfect. The goal is that you want to start. Okay. Let me know what questions you have in the comments. If you're watching the replay, #replay. If you're getting value from this, let me know. All right. So some of my behind the scenes tips and hacks. So for teleprompter apps, we kind of talked about this. You can write a script, record your presentation, export it to your gallery on your phone, upload it sometimes directly to social media platforms. Let me turn my green screen back on. And then you can send your video presentation to the web app for editing. So for example, one of the apps that I actually use is called BigView, BIGVU. And so I can have my outsourced team, my team, my social media team, content production team, work on the script, let's say for a YouTube video, okay? And then they actually put that on the web, so it's cloud-based. And then I go there, I can edit it, add in kind of words, my language, and then I can send it to my phone. And then on my phone, I can hold to record where I have it at eye level, and the words, the teleprompter app, are going across the screen, and I can edit the speed and work to make it more natural. So that's a really good thing. Again, that's BigVU is what I use. So I suggest that for once you're going to be doing it a while. I think it's a paid. I'm pretty sure it's a paid app, but I've had it for a long time. I think they have a free version that you can try out. But there are just really cool things you can do, and I can discuss that later in the M360 group in more detail. All right. So so we just kind of talked about this with BigVU. So let's talk a little bit about StreamYard. So again, I'm using StreamYard. It's pretty simple to get started. So you launch Chrome or another supported browser, although Chrome can crash sometimes like it did today. You can sign up for StreamYard. If you haven't already, you can use my link that's below to get a $10 credit for the professional version. The difference is how many platforms you can stream on, whether it shows your logo and some other kind of cool things like that. You choose the destination that you're going to stream to, and then you create a broadcast and you go live. You can even do like I did today, or like I do a lot, is scheduling the live. Although today I'm not really sure what happened, but if it doesn't work out, you just start over and like keep it moving. Okay, that is the story of success for entrepreneurs. You're not afraid to fail. So how to improve your lighting? Okay. It's pretty user-friendly in StreamYard. You can, like I was showing with the fade options, you have that ability to do that. If you want your video to be bright, clear, and crisp, we talked about, the ring light. You want that at least 2 feet in front of you, and then you want enough distance from you and the green screen. A lot of the ring lights have stands, so it makes it really easy for you to adjust to the right height. The biggest mistake I see people doing when they're starting out, they do these like nose views, like this. Like they're talking the whole time, and I'm like looking up your nostrils. Funny story. So one of my video coaches is an Emmy award-winning actor. And when I first took courses with him a few years ago now, he was like one of the first people. I thought I was doing something special. I had in the background like this orange vase of flowers, and I don't know, I just come running in, and he was like, Melva, like, what is that in the background? Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, okay, this is an award-winning Emmy actor. I'm going to take him seriously. And I work with other people who no one ever said anything about this. And his biggest tip for me, which I'll share to you, is that you always want to start your video with a story, right? So you want to it doesn't even matter like what you're talking about. You introduce yourself, and then you kind of give a big story. Like, hey, you know what just happened to me today? I was walking down the street and I saw this person who wanted to do video. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing a live on video today. You have to join me, right? So like you just kind of start the beginning with that. And so anyway, that's a tip, bonus tip. Start your videos with a story to engage your viewers before you actually get to your story and your content. But lighting is important, as is background. So now I've come a long way since I first started doing videos. I have green screen, virtual backgrounds. If you're looking for some nice ones, you just need to look for like Zoom has Zoom backgrounds. Make sure the pictures are crisp, and you can pretty much be anywhere in the world you want to be, right? So let me know what questions you have and if you're getting value from this. All right, so some basic tripod tips. You want to fully spread the tripod legs to give you stability. You really want to have one leg pointed towards your subject. Your camera should sit level on the tripod. So sometimes you see people, they have like lopsided. Sometimes it happens for me because my tripod right now are 2 radiation oncology books. And then you want to spend time working with your equipment so that like you're ready to roll when it's time to shoot. Like you don't want to plan a live or a video and it's time for you to go on and you have your scripts, you know what you want to talk about, and then like your equipment's not right. So give yourself a little bit of time, especially if you're new to this. All right, so have fun creating your first piece of video content. Don't beat yourself up. The most important part is that you start to incorporate video in your content. Okay, so like that's the key. You want to just start. All right, so Now you're almost ready to live stream your first ever video content. You can sign up with StreamYard and share your brand story. So again, this is my link. It's drmelva.com/StreamYard. It's a little fuzzy. I'm kind of looking. I guess it just really takes time. But this is one of the best things I think I've seen. When I first started doing video, I was using OBS. Hey, thanks for joining. I was using OBS, and I don't know if anyone's ever used that, but I was learning how to do the ticker. And in OBS, you had to create it separately as a file. So this is my M360 group at the bottom that's scrolling, drmelva.com/group. And you can make all of these banners ahead of time. And then, you can switch them. So if I wanted to say, hey, make sure you, we're behind the scenes tips with Dr. Melva, I created that earlier. And then I can hide that one. So this is StreamYard. I want to invite you to this. I hope you got value from this and that you're able to start using video in your business. And I also would like to invite you to my affiliate marketing bootcamp. So for more training on how to use video to increase your income streams, adding additional income streams to your portfolio, you can include video. Now that you have an idea of video and you're going to start using video, let's make money with that video, right? So we are hosting, as part of N360 Entrepreneurs with Dr. Melva, we are hosting an affiliate marketing bootcamp. It will be taught live September 18th through 20th. It is a 5-series workshop that will be delivered over 3 days over the weekend. So there's an evening session on Friday, a morning and evening session on Saturday, and a morning and evening session on Sunday. And then there'll be a group for feedback questions as you implement, but you should be able to get your affiliate marketing online business set up and started on the weekend. And we will teach you how to decide the best affiliate marketing product or products for you that fit with your goals, your dreams, your desires, your purpose. We'll teach you how to create content around that, including some more in-depth video tactics and secrets and behind-the-scenes tasks with me. And we will help you get traffic to that. So those are the 3 things that you will learn. It is going to be a fun time. And if you got value from this, then you're really going to get value from that, because we're going to go in much deeper at that time. So to enroll in that, please go to drmelva.com/bootcamp. Again, that's drmelva.com/bootcamp. So I'm available for a few minutes if you have any questions. So I do see Dr. Hill Bennett. Hey, thanks for joining. Is here, and she said put the link in the chat. Yes. Let me put the link in the chat. Yes, OBS takes a moment. What was the app again? Was this the app for the teleprompter, I think is what you're saying? Oh, okay. Good tip. Start. Oh, look. Let's do this. Good tip. Start with a story. Okay, she got that. So I'm a little slow at doing this. And then she says, put the link in the chat. Yes, OBS takes a minute. And what was the app again? Okay. It's a little bit of delay on the platform. So it may be that I was discussing Big VU. BIGVU is, okay. Okay, so maybe it's not that big a delay. Maybe it's me. Big VU is the app that I use for teleprompter. Oh, that's weird. Okay, it shows up that I'm posting that everywhere. Yeah, the teleprompter. Okay, so it's Big VU. I'm like, is there an app or can you see that? So that's the teleprompter. Great question. Any other questions that you have for me? So you used OBS before. I learned OBS. I did all that downloading and to get the ticker and then the picture within a picture. This is so much easier. So much easier. So it's so weird, the delay. So that is all I have for you today. I hope that you got value. Thank you so much for those of you who joined. Again, apologies for the snafu in the beginning, but this is technology. If you don't learn how to roll with the punches and flow and just restart over, you're not gonna be able to do video. You're gonna have times, I've had times where my background fades out, the kids have moved the lights. I think I did a video in my group and I just kept it on just for a teaching lesson, but I had on green with a green background. It was my I fight, my superpowers, I fight cancer shirt, and I didn't change it. But those mistakes and those obstacles are going to make you better. Okay. So that's all I have. I'm going to go for now, but I hope that you got value. If you have any questions, you can message me on my Facebook page at Melva Penn Bingham is my profile. Or if you haven't already joined our group, then you can join the Facebook M360 Entrepreneurs Group at drmelva.com/group. All right, I hope that you join me either in my M360 Entrepreneurs Profit Lounge with Dr. Melva or the Affiliate Marketing Bootcamp that is coming up in about 2 weeks. Until then, drop me comments. I hope you got value. If you did, please like and share. Until next time, I'm Dr. Melva. Mwah. Bye.